Metallic wings in the robot world air. Radox soars beyond where even eagles dare. Red mutant robo-structs of the sky realm. Radox seeks to seize robot world and overwhelm. Rises to fight Radox with iron rage. Blue Guardian run, robo-structs makes the stage. Dinosaur fury meets pterosaur might. Beasts fight for robot world, no end in sight. Techno warfare with global conquest dreams. Radox and Terox clash with metallic screams. Silver laser guns and red neosaur might. Beasts fight for robot world, no end in sight. Techno warfare with global conquest dreams. Radox and Terox clash with metallic screams. Silver laser guns and red neon eyes versus the gold beam cannon lord of the skies. Robo-structs clash with iron claws and laser blasts. Blue guardians and red mutants contrast. Radox and Terox rip and tear each other apart. Electricity fueling the steely heart. And Brutix join the robo-structs fray. Red stegosaur and blue styracosaur will slay. Radox, double robo-structs gorilla, makes another target for the pterosaur killer. More blue guardians rise to fight. Red Tech, Sector, and Battler he will smite. Sleeper, Stunner, and Runner will come next, but Radox marks the graves with binary text. Robo-structs clash with iron claws and laser blasts. Blue guardians and red mutants contrast. Radox and Terox rip and tear each other apart. Electricity fueling the steely heart. Clash with iron claws and laser blasts. Blue guardians and red mutants contrast. Radox and Terox rip and tear each other apart. Electricity fueling the steely heart. They are steely heart. spreads his influence over the Zoidstar land. Zoids and Terror Red they enlist, along with Cosmos, Zoids and Zoids to assess. Then lies a Silverman and his black Zoid scourge. Banned to all Zoid life, Silverman will purge. But Croc and his united Zoids join the fight, blasting Silverman's black Zoid with Techno's fight. Croc will unite the red and blue Zoid as one. With his united Zoid army, Crocs will be done. Planet Zoidstar is only the start for Croc, as his plans turn to the stars cold and stark. And Thunder at his command, Croc spreads his influence over the Zoidstar land. Zoids and Terror Reds they enlist, along with Cosmos, Zoids and Zoids to assess. To a sock, Golden Stock, Golden Stock. Croc will unite the red and blue Zoids as one. With his united Zoid army, Crocs will be done. To the stars cold and stark.